After Josh Duggar cheated on his wife, Anna Renee married another rich man and settled her life on her own terms. Soon a new baby girl is coming across their call. In fact, did Anna Renee want it, or is it the best decision in her life? Do tell us what you think by commenting, but before that I want to tell you one more thing. Jill Duggar, once known primarily as a reality TV star and mom of 3 boys, has evolved into a best-selling author whose voice continues to echo beyond the confines of television. While most people remember her from TLC's Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting, her journey has taken several profound turns since then. Jill has increasingly stepped into her own narrative, especially with the release of her first book, Counting the Cost, which peeled back the layers of what it was like to grow up under her father, Jim Bob Duggar's control. For years, the Duggar family portrayed a wholesome image on television, captivating audiences with their strict religious values, conservative lifestyles, and emphasis on family unity. However, as with many reality TV shows, what was broadcast to the public was only a glimpse into their true lives. Much was left unsaid, including the complex and, at times, troubling dynamics that unfolded behind the scenes. Jill's book provided a glimpse into those hidden realities, offering readers a candid look into what it was really like growing up in the Duggar household. She detailed the struggles she faced, from financial exploitation to the overwhelming pressure of being a public figure within such a strict environment. Unlike her sister Jinger Duggar, whose book focused on disentangling faith from fear, Jill chose to take a more personal route in Counting the Cost. She delicately navigated through sensitive family issues, sharing her experience of breaking away from her family's control, both emotionally and financially. Her husband, Derek Dillard, has played a significant role in this journey, as both he and Jill made the decision to leave Counting On in 2017, a bold move that marked the beginning of their public battle with Jim Bob over compensation for Jill's years on television. Fans and critics alike were drawn to Jill's transparency. While her account wasn't as incendiary as some might have expected, she was measured in her wording, balancing the desire to tell her truth without completely burning bridges with her family. Still, the revelations in Counting the Cost were enough to paint a vivid picture of the control Jim Bob exerted over his children's lives and the emotional toll it took on Jill. Now, there are whispers that Jill Duggar might be working on another book, a follow-up to her successful debut. Recently, she shared a telling post on Instagram, a selfie of herself at a McDonald's with coffee, water, and her laptop. The caption read, "Have coffee, will work." For many, this was an unmistakable hint that Jill was once again deep into a project, quite possibly another book. The presence of the laptop suggests she might be writing something, and given her recent foray into authorship, many are speculating that she has more to share. If Jill is indeed penning a second book, the question remains, what more could she reveal? Counting the Cost touched on many of the biggest issues, including her rocky relationship with her parents and her departure from the Duggar brand. However, there are still plenty of unanswered questions and unexplored facets of her life that could be addressed in a sequel. For instance, her strained relationships with certain siblings have garnered significant attention, particularly after the events of 2024, when Jill was noticeably absent from her sister Jana Duggar's wedding. Jana Duggar married Stephen Wisman in August 2024, an event that was significant not just because Jana had waited longer than any other Duggar sibling to marry, but also because of the family dynamics surrounding the wedding. While many of Jana's sisters, including Jessa Duggar, were part of the bridal party, Jill was conspicuously excluded. Jessa served as Jana's matron of honor, a role that Jill might have seemed a natural fit for, given her prominence in the family. But the absence of Jill, as well as younger sisters Jennifer and Josie, in the bridal party was a glaring omission, signaling lingering tensions within the family. The reasons for Jill's exclusion have never been fully explained, but it is widely believed that her strained relationship with Jim Bob and her decision to break away from the family's strict guidelines have created a rift. Though Jill has remained vocal about her desire to mend relationships with her parents and siblings, her willingness to speak out about the issues within the family may continue to create complications. If Jill is working on another book, it could delve deeper into her ongoing journey of healing and navigating her relationships with her family. Perhaps she will explore more about her marriage to Derek, the challenges of raising 3 boys while distancing herself from her family's rigid beliefs, and her ongoing efforts to reconcile with her siblings. There's also the possibility that she could discuss how her experience with public scrutiny has shaped her view of fame, privacy, and her children's future. One can't help but wonder if Jill's next book will stir up even more family drama. Despite her efforts to work through the issues, another tell-all could make reconciliation even more difficult. The Duggar family has long been a subject of public fascination, and every new revelation seems to add another layer to the complexity of their relationships. With shows like Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets currently streaming on Prime Video, the public's curiosity about the Duggar family is unlikely to wane anytime soon. As Jill continues to navigate her life outside the Duggar fold, she seems determined to use her voice to tell her story. Whether or not her next project is another book, it's clear that Jill Duggar is far from done sharing her truth with the world. When Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar first agreed to film a short documentary for TLC, they had no idea the profound impact it would have on their lives or the level of attention it would bring to their enormous family. Initially, the documentary was meant to offer a brief glimpse into the lives of this devout Christian family with a growing number of children, but the public response was overwhelming. Viewers were immediately captivated by the Duggar family's unique lifestyle, strict religious values, and the sheer logistics of managing such a large household. The success of the documentary prompted TLC to transform it into a full-fledged reality show, originally titled 17 Kids and Counting. However, as Jim Bob and Michelle continued to expand their family, the show's name evolved to reflect their growing number of children, ultimately becoming 19 Kids and Counting. For years, audiences followed the daily lives of Jim Bob, Michelle, and their ever-growing brood. While much of the show's focus was on the older Duggar siblings, many viewers watched as the youngest members of the family grew up on camera. The birth of Jim Bob and Michelle's youngest child, Josie Duggar, became one of the most significant and emotional moments in the series, forever etching her story into the hearts of fans. Josie's birth, in particular, was a pivotal moment for the Duggars and their viewers. Born in December 2009, Josie came into the world at just 25 weeks gestation, weighing a mere 1 pound, 6 ounces. Her premature birth was family grew up on camera. The birth of Jim Bob and Michelle's youngest child, Josie Duggar, became one of the most significant and emotional moments in the series, forever etching her story into the hearts of fans. Josie's birth, in particular, was a pivotal moment for the Duggars and their viewers. Born in December 2009, Josie came into the world at just 25 weeks gestation, weighing a mere 1 pound, 6 ounces. Her premature birth was